Have your sheet. Oh, you forgot your sheet?
I thought I printed it. It's okay.
Oh, all right.
We're good.
All right, call to order.
Justin Thompson,
Yes. Here.
Anthony Campbell,
Here.
Mike Parsons,
Here.
Leanna Kaufman,
Here.
Trevor Morrow, Dan Milligan, 4 we got 4.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do an invocation.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, Father God, thank you for this day, thank you for this beautiful weather. I ask that you just preside over this meeting and let us make the decisions that best honor you and all we do. And I ask you to just keep everyone safe over the weekend and kill the sickness that's out in our community and bring everyone back healthy Monday. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
All right. I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Leanna Kaufman,
Yes.
Mike Parsons,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell,
Yes.
Justin Thompson,
Yes.
pass 4.
All right, we're here for the police vehicles. Did you get all your homework done and get everything figured out? Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Okay, so I gave you the new printout for the 2 vehicles rather than the 3.
Okay.
Which we have not approached the bank with that until I've been given the minutes today, but they already approved 3, so I don't see why 2 would be an issue. Basically Kelly and I have crunched all the numbers, all of the, without getting into every single specific, all of the money came out of our budget, that way we're not touching anything else to pay for these, and then we should be good to go on.
Okay.
So
when we do our budget adjustments, we shouldn't have to mess with the PD, right? Is that what you're saying? Like when we have to, because we're gonna have to adjust the general revenue for the
there
door and
was
stuff.
subscriptions, I think it was the only thing I'm in the negative on.
Okay.
And that was because of
So we may have to look at that.
the living contract.
Yeah.
But that was it. And I think, and it was minuscule, I'm trying to remember what it was, $800 or something like that, $800 or $900.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm in the negative. The rest of it we took out of other categories of ours. So,
All right. And this is what it'll be monthly, the 2,625?
I don't know the answer to that because that was for the 3.
That was for 3?
No, that's for 2.
That's
That
for
is for
2?
2? Okay,
We
okay.
just ran an amortization schedule, Lily pulled it up because without
Perfect.
last
Yeah.
minute trying to go to the bank, trying to figure it out, so we just.
Well, this is what we think it'll be.
It'd be in that ballpark.
We had to try to get a number, so that's the best we could do.
Any questions? Anybody have any questions for Chief or?
100% beautiful, right?
Yes. From what we figured out, yes.
So the spreadsheet that I prepared for you guys, the first 3 pages are last year, budget-wise, where we stood, just so you guys can see. And this is just the general fund. It's just 01, so that's where Chief's money is, so that's just what we've been looking at. So FY 2024 budget, the middle column is actual, so where we ended, and then the difference. So at the bottom of each of them, that first portion is revenues. So we thought we'd get 684,320, we ended up receiving 748,894, and so on. And so the next one, 0110, is just the regular general fund, so administration. So we were in the black, 10,000 ending last year. And then court, of course, we kind of phase out, but we do pay the attorney from there for court fees. So we were over just a little there. 13, sanitation's in there also, and then parks. So last year, net revenue, 26,378. So we ended up in the black last year, so that's really good. So looking at this year, I have this in color so you guys could see, and then of course, I guess that didn't print quite like I wanted it to. That's not gonna help at all. You might have to pull these pages apart, I'm so sorry. It's gonna roll in. So match your revenues, they should match across there. So if you put the 2 pages across FY 2025, that should match expenses, if you guys are tracking. So when you flip the next page, just keep that page there and it should flip so you can follow along. Revenues. Expenses that I went ahead, Lily and I went ahead and said, for sure we know we're gonna have to adjust because of the almost 13% insurance. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of the things we have to adjust across the general fund, just so everybody's aware. Advertising because of the bids and all the procurement process is a little higher. And then the dues and subscriptions are a little higher. Just some small things, so you guys can see across there. Anything that's in the difference column, if it's in parentheses, that means we need to adjust the budget a little bit more. We need a little more money there. So focusing on the police, because that's why we're here tonight. The next page, this kind of starts at the number that says 14,715.38. That's a month-to-date balance, if everybody's can figure this out. I'm going to start printing this. So the net budget in the middle, it says FY 2025 net budget as approved 10/1/25. That's what the budget currently is that we approved. So like salaries is 224,882. So we determined together as a group that we can cut 22,799 from the salary budget right now. So that's not more money than he needs, that's money that he's willing to give back so that he could do this. You will notice above that we tried to estimate the city hall floor. So in parentheses up above, there's 43,000 and 7,000 there. In capital outlay building and lease payment principal, we have lease payment in there because of rent, and then we're paying utilities out of that too because it's for this building down here. So that's anticipated expense that we're going to have to figure out also. So we just wanted to be, like, we're going to have to figure that also, and this is general fund. So. The group insurance did go up, so we are going to have a little bit more there, which we had talked about, dues and subscriptions because of what Chief had just said. The insurance, the 15,000, we didn't, because of the fewer officers and like workman's comp, we don't have as many officers, so it's not as high from year to year. There's no way really to know what that is until we do our audit, which is after we set the budget.
When we made adjustments, there were things that we were paying insurance on that we did not need to pay insurance on.
Correct, so when we did the audit, there were everything that we lowered so that would be cheaper.
Yeah.
So that 15,000 is actually getting back. We don't anticipate needing that. And then down to the software expense, 3,000. That was, Chief helped me there. That was because we were unsure of.
We're waiting on county to decide what recording program we're going to go with, and so we allowed that in the budget so we could get it when they get it. That way we're cohesive together with county, and they still haven't paid. So rather than letting that money sit there, that's why I was like, okay, yeah, Dan could have it there for sure, so that way we can use it towards the cars that we need right now, and
So it
then
could be
we'll do the same thing we're doing now. I was just trying to prepare, because I was told by county that they're getting this new program, which is amazing, and then we'll be able to link together so we don't have this that I just showed you, that situation,
Yeah.
like everything that they report, we will have immediately.
See it immediately.
Now we're waiting on people to contact us, but he hasn't done it yet, so I'm like, absolutely take it out there, that way we can use it for this what we need.
So on down, the 13, 14, is from uniforms. And the 1,000 is extra. Utilities are going up, and so gotta do that. And then that 18,382 would be the 26 is what we figured for payment for 7 months. So we were thinking March to September, 7 months to end this fiscal year. So that's what that 18,382 is. That would get us for this fiscal year. The next one is sanitation, which kind of washes itself. We do have a little revenue there, but that's GFL. We charge our customers, and then, so that's not really something we mess with a whole lot. And then the next one is park. We do, that's a little bit my error there. I wasn't really understanding that Jeff, when he was hired on, didn't need the insurance. He didn't need the dental and vision. So we're gonna have to put like 2,900 in there to cover his health insurance, and that's my error there. So overall, that difference, so we approved the budget, as everyone here knows. So the FY 2025 net budget as approved on that last page, that 45,454 that's in parentheses, is because we approved the budget for general in the red, and I think everybody knows that. That's the best number that we've had in years, but we did approve it in the red. This would actually still make it a little, because we had to put the floor and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Chief did find savings, we did find savings for the end of for this year, and so this is the best that we could do. So I did put in there, the proposals, 55.9, 4 years, 6% is what they had said at Marys County Bank.
Is that a locked-in interest
Yes,
rate?
as far as I know.
It should be.
It should be for a vehicle.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it was any different or not, but it really shouldn't change.
And then the total due, and then monthly payment, so from here forward for the next, if that's a 4-year note for the next 3.5 years, we would just have to come up with 31,512 per budget year to pay for these vehicles, and then insurance, but we would deal with that, so.
How quick's turnaround? Well, I can't remember. How quick can they get them to us once we order them?
And,
Up to 120 days.
they said up to 120 days, they're gonna try to get it done faster, but up to 120 days from the time that basically they have money in hand.
Drive through.
It's all brand new.
Okay.
So wear and tear, which that's gonna help us on our maintenance, but that's another thing, so we had, do you remember how much it was, like $5 grand?
A little over 5,000.
A little over 5,000 in our maintenance and repairs. Well, since we're getting getting 2 rather than 3, what we're gonna try to do is get one of those cars actually right.
Get the black one.
The black car actually, where, that way we do have a spare, if like cow days when we're full staffed and I have all the reserves in, and if, or if something crashes or whatever the case, then we'll actually have an extra, the car there. So, immediately as soon as we get those cars, we're selling the brown one and the white one, and that money will go directly to this. So that way we can knock off principal, or I don't know how it works exactly, but in my mind, we'll send it directly to principal, and that's.
Well, are we leasing?
So,
So we're leasing. So we probably just hang on to it and use it for payments, right? Instead of sending it for
So
principal.
after 4 years, the car's not gonna be ours?
No, it is ours.
It's leased
It is
on.
ours.
Yeah, it's leased to own.
Okay, well, before we do that, I wanna make sure.
Yeah, and
that we can't-
honestly, I don't know if there's a, well, with us going through Mary's
Yeah,
County.
Mary's County's buying, we're just paying on Mary's County's loan with that.
Okay.
Right, and I think that's the
Well,
way
but
that
sometimes
works.
with a lease though, it's they're very specific on payments and when you can pay, and if you pay more, it's just theirs.
And-
So I wanna make sure we're not just giving
your
them
budget
money.
that's there for making the payments.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't wanna give them money, you know?
Right, and I'll definitely check on that tomorrow. when we
Verify,
talk to
yeah.
the bank To find out.
Yeah, if you've ever leased a vehicle,
I have.
oh, I have.
So.
There's a lot of rules sometimes, so that's
This is
why.
just me asking, because I haven't talked to the banker, I don't know how these work, but lease to own, so worst case scenario, we can't pay, I'm not trying to be negative, but if we would default, how does that work if you lease to own? Do they just get it?
Well, I would imagine it'd be a repo just like if we got a loan.
Yeah, they'd be sitting at the bank.
Because
Just,
basically, we're really not leasing to own it, essentially, because Mary's County Bank's buying the lease to own part out.
Right.
All we're doing is making car payments.
We're financing through Mary's
Yeah.
County Bank,
Yeah.
which should make the leasing part obsolete, because we're basically buying, Mary's County is taking the note to buy these vehicles, and then we're paying Mary's County.
Yeah.
So they should get their 111,800.
And that's over.
And that's
It's
over.
done.
okay. I just wanna make sure though.
Yeah, that's what we asked them. They said you could go through the bank and you could go through them. Their interest rate was like an 8 something.
Yeah, 6 to 8, and they didn't know.
It was
so.
high, so we figured Mary's County would give us a cheaper interest rate anyway.
Well, I think they did, they quoted you what, 5 something?
6.
No, the Mid-Missouri Bank had
Five.
5 at 5.95. So they were half a point cheaper,
But it was longer.
but it was longer, which would
Yeah.
have made it $12,000 more on the note. Where this is going to be $12,000 less.
Bank of
On-
Missouri is
on 4 years.
5.99 for 5 years.
Yes,
Is that right?
yeah,
5.95.
yeah, 5.95. So it was literally a half a point.
5.95.
Yeah, so going through the bank, if those cars brought in 10 grand, realistically, that'd be nice.
Mhm.
If those brought in 10 grand, we'd go pay it to Mary's County Bank, and then you could probably refinance again at 10,000 off of it and see what happens.
Yeah,
And get us a cheaper payment realistically.
and kind of work with that, and yeah.
And I'd say whatever else we don't use, it'd be great trying to sell the vehicles in cars right now.
Well, we have stuff. The hard part is with the stuff is trying to price that stuff because it's so odd. Like, it's not like normal
Yeah,
things. It's not like I'm selling a truck. It's like
yeah.
a
It's not
radio
normal-
from
normal thing you see on
1980
certain
cars.
or a light bar or a cage specifically for, like it's real weird
Yeah.
stuff.
Your stuff you may have to put on gov deals.
I think we're gonna have to, because we're having a hard time.
Because I know what Nate did tell you, we're gonna put quite a bit of that on gov deals. So,
Yeah, I think that's, and then what it brings, but, I mean, at least people are gonna know that, hey,
yeah.
1980 CB radio is gonna, that brings this
Listen,
amount.
like,
so.
there's a market for them.
There is, but it's hard to find pricing for all that weird stuff.
Yeah, try on the 9th to get them a surplus list so you can get rolling on that too.
Okay,
I know that's 2 weeks away or whatever, but.
yeah,
So
Now,
at
this is
least so
done.
you can get it on, because didn't you find out, this is kind of off point, but it's kind of on point. The surplus, you can't do, like, we can't post it on Marketplace and Gov Deals at the same time.
Yeah,
So it's gotta be only Gov Deals.
specific, right, yeah, I
Yes.
think that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Just wanted-
We can put some of the items on gov deals and some there, but you just can't put one item.
both, yeah, both items.
Gov deals is where that really go anyway, because when you do it locally, you have to send 10 people on it, and when you do Gov deals, you have 2,000 or more.
Well, it's
He sold one item locally, so,
Who's that?
Nate
Oh,
sold
yeah.
one item, so.
Nate's stuff is kind of more local.
I was surprised, I figured he'd sell a little more of his stuff locally,
Right.
but. Yeah, yours I figured Gov Deals
Yes.
for sure.
So,
What do you sell, the salter?
Yeah, we had all those animal cages.
$100.
We did sell those? Yeah. And we sold it right there.
They're what cages?
Yeah.
Basically,
No.
Quail.
Quail cages.
Quail cages,
Good deal.
so. Anyway,
Well,
Is the second one gonna stay here? second car, all of you
Yes.
stay after that, okay.
Yeah.
Because you two, for sure, in my opinion,
Well, I'm in town,
Yeah.
like, it's no different for me to drive home than it is
Yeah.
to the department, but with Cotner, I mean, unless we get a local full-time officer, then I'll come to you guys and talk to you about it, but there's no reason why, and it shouldn't
if
leave.
we could just keep the mileage off the one for sure,
Yeah.
you know, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Have one last.
and he's not even that far, so it's not
Alright.
like, you know, it's not like he's driving to Raleigh or whatever. I see a Raleigh officer, I
You
guess
can cross
he
the
lives-
bridge.
He lives here somewhere.
Yeah,
I see
you
him
can cross the
every
bridge.
day.
What's that?
You can cross the bridge.
I go over Riddle.
Oh, okay.
That's, I mean, St. Robert's close enough for me anyway. I just,
Well, yeah, I knew he wasn't all the way over there, but I didn't,
yeah.
I wasn't sure exactly
Are
where.
they all drive?
Yep.
White or black? Huh?
Black.
Black.
Ooh, the only
Quarter
thing,
cage, so it's a tight fit in
What
there.
motor is it?
V6.
The turbo boosters.
Yeah. Well, certainly quick.
you gonna race them or what?
He can't catch me either.
The only thing we didn't remember is, the decals.
We actually
We're gonna have
At least
somebody
this-
local do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least a small one. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't have to put some all the way down the
Yeah, we
side.
talked to,
Triple J.
what's his name?
Jason,
Wojciechowski,
Husky. Yep, and
he does the
he
majority.
does mine.
He's the guy.
Yep, he's supposed to get us numbers. Matter of fact, Jenny might have those numbers.
So he wanted us to get the vehicles so you can.
So, that's right, for exact measurements.
So he knows exactly.
Yeah.
Fairly.
But, when there was a shooting in the county, officer involved shooting in the county, one of the questions he was asked was, is the vehicle marked? Are you, like, does it say that he does know that you were police, whatever? So, I mean, that's something we're gonna have to get done legally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legally so. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything, like I said, you don't have to have it plastered down the side of the car, but at least something.
Look,
Like on the side of the car, unless people say they can't see anybody.
Yeah, because if they're white, right?
White.
Well, I was gonna say, you're gonna look like an MP pretty quick if it's white.
Well, hey, listen, I have a black rig,
Uh-huh.
and my car wash expense,
Oh,
good lord. Like, I took it, by the way, the police do get free car washes over across from, what was that, Mobile on the Road?
Oh,
In
okay.
St. Robert, so every time I go to St. Robert, I hit it, and I did the other day, and came home, and it was that little light shower thing that we got, and I walked out, and the truck was absolutely polka dot.
yeah.
So I had to take it over to the car wash, and then I had to spray it all off and clean it.
Oh, no.
Because I hate dirty vehicles, but that's a personal thing.
Yeah, don't rub up next to mine. Anything else?
I make a motion by the Dodge Durango
Was it through Mary's County?
through Mary's County Bank.
What's that interest rate for how many years?
What was the interest rate?
6%, 5%.
5% for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I asked, I was like, which one was it? I knew it had to be in there.
Do we need to, we probably need to do the total too, huh?
So, probably one fifty, I mean, I don't know.
Probably the total for sure.
That was at 126.
111, what?
Oh, this one up here. Yeah, for the $111,800. And monthly payment $2,625.63.
Approximately.
Approximate.
Second. I was like, I'm giving her time.
You can't vote until she calls your name.
Justin Thompson?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Mike Parsons?
Yes.
Leon Kaufman?
Yes.
Huh?
Pastor Wong?
I'll be around tomorrow. Do I need to go sign stuff?
I don't know the answer to that. I know that we'll have to have a copy of the minutes, and then we have to get that, take that to the bank. And I'll find out for sure, but I'll call you.
Okay.
So if you get no
Well, you
call.
will be down at lunch.
No, that's right. Well, I'm gonna try to get this done before lunch, that way we can get this in May, mail, that way they have it before, which we talked to them, they were not asking an extension, to get all the free stuff, but, they did say that as long as we get it basically in the mail
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as, I had to talk to them tomorrow, to confirm it tomorrow, and then we still get all the free stuff.
Okay.
Get all the free stuff you can.
What's that?
Get all the free stuff you
Oh,
can.
it's about $4,000 worth of free stuff per bill, so it's about $8,000 worth of free stuff.
That's pretty more than
Well, that's what it was to outfit my truck. And that was, well, no, it would be more than that because the lights and everything, the lights were already on the truck, it was $4,000 just for the console, cage and all the stuff.
that. That's figuring 2,000.
Yeah,
Easy.
Me and Mike, I think, were at that county meeting when they were saying how much it was for theirs, and it's went up quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Listen, if anybody wants a business idea, I mean, if you can get into outfitting emergency vehicles, because you gotta go all the way to Ozark. Like, that's it around here. There's one, I think, up around Columbia, but they're crazy expensive and they don't care if they get your business because they have so much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if a person was to start doing that, there's a fortune to be made.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Justin Thompson?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Mike Parsons?
Yes.
Dale Coffin?
Yes.
Kristen Clark?
Beautiful.
Keep them all.